pick a side, best and worst takes of the year. We're gonna go year round. And listen, I don't know if because the way we did this last year is that each of us gave our best and worst takes. So I don't know if this year we should change it up and we should maybe listen, Dehls, I'll give your best take and worst take. And Riv gives mine. We could just go like that. And I'm gonna start with you, John, because I feel like John, you're a historian of the show. You know what everybody says and doesn't say. So I want you to go round table first, starting with me. Best take of the year. What do you think, John?
Joel V. Moran's best take of the 2022-23 NBA season would be, drum roll please, the Sacramento Kings making the playoffs. Now, I had this as well, then I backed out last minute. You stuck your ground. You had them making the playoffs. What seed, out of curiosity?
I had them being an 8 seed.
Okay.
That's why I don't
give it to you. You were higher than anyone else.
Yeah, that's why I don't pat myself on the back too much for it, because they exceeded my original threshold. But yeah, I had them making the playoffs.
Nah, brother, man, you need to stand on that, because we all had them bottom of the barrel. So
I had them like 13 seed probably.
Yeah, we all had them bottom of the barrel.
Joel had a second one though that a lot of people did not appreciate. Desmond Bain last year broke out, right? Should have won Most Improved. And Joel predicted that Quentin Grimes would take a Desmond Bain-like leap. Now, Quentin this year is not averaging 17 points per game, but he has been on fire, and he's averaging upwards to 20 points in the last couple of weeks. So, Joel, while it has been a little bit too high of a bar to put on him, I think that was among all the sophomores this year that struggled. One of your better takes as well.
Yeah, I think Quentin Grimes is going to be, to me, is comparable to Desmond Bain. I know the numbers aren't there, but when I view those two players, I view them in a similar light. And people have to understand that Quentin Grimes totally changed his game with the Knicks. At Houston, he was somebody who had the ball in his hands a lot. And with the Knicks, he's a spot-up shooter, and now that he's had an elevated role with Brunson and Randall out, he's showcasing his ability. And I think that it's a good time to be a Knicks fan, because Emmanuel Quigley's balling, Quentin Grimes is balling. The only disappointment really is RJ Barrett, and even him, 20 points per game, you'll take it even then. But yeah, I think that the Knicks are in a good position.
Sounds like y'all say that every year.
Quentin Grimes is my favorite Knick. It's not even close.
Over IQ?
It's not even close. Over who?
IQ.
Yeah. Yeah. Based off what I like, I mean, IQ is playing better, but Quentin Grimes is just who can't he play with? I love those type of. If you're not gonna be a star, be somebody who can play with anybody, any team, anywhere, and he can do that. And like you just said, he changed his game. The dude is a child prodigy.
Mm-hmm.
He was supposed to be like, but no, I like it, man. I like it. Quentin Grimes, I got to give me a Quentin Grimes jersey. He's gonna be a Knick for a long time.
But you said it, P. I think we were on the show when we talked about Amani Bates, and you said that not everybody in the NBA can be a superstar player. A lot of guys that come out of high school and are these high school prodigies want to continue being that, but sometimes the best thing for them is to just play a role.
Yeah, that's funny you said Bradley Beal. I woke up this morning and seen Bradley Beal talking to his AAU team. I feel like he go viral every time he talks to the team. I gotta see them play. He be on their ass. This team gotta be garbage, because I need this. The way he be talking, but he was telling them that he like, man, a lot of y'all worrying about y'all numbers. Y'all not gonna be scorers, bro. Like, you're not gonna be scorers. He like, y'all checking y'all stats. I don't know why them motherfuckers weak. They garbage stats. I don't know why you check. You need to figure out how to contribute to winning basketball, because nobody in college is averaging a dub right now and doing it. Like, that just don't really exist. You're gonna have some guys every once in a while, but for the most part, college players ain't really just out there getting buckets too much.
They must be ass.
They gotta be, man. They gotta be. They either gotta be ass, or they're not dominating the way he think his program should be dominating.
Now, Dehls, best take of the year for you, my friend. Honestly, I don't hear you talk about much teams other than the Celtics, but I mean,
you guys, honest truth. Before you go, I was looking at my Twitter the other day, and I was like, if I would not follow this person, because I just pushed straight Celtics agenda, propaganda, nasty stuff on my Twitter. But go ahead now.
I think, the best take of the year outside of having the Celtics the number 1 seed, I would say you being low on the Nets. I think that's your best take. You not being high on the Nets. You not being the highest. I think, I got to give you that victory, even though it pains me.
Yeah, a little Celtics-Nets rivalry kind of fizzled out at the end there, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's lucky for the Celtics it did, but yeah, for sure.
Lucky for the Celtics, lucky for the Nets. Would have lost 2 years in a row.
They would have bust y'all ass this year.
Yeah, they would have. I don't know, man.
I'm not going to get maybe someone else, but never mind. I'll save it.
Well, what are you going to say?
I was going to say my Jaylen Brown All-NBA. I got laughed at beginning of the year when I said Jaylen Brown All-NBA. I got laughed at, and I said, just wait. Now, did he get a little lucky that he's been playing forward more than guard? We'll take it how we get it. But at the end of the day, All-NBA is All-NBA. So it doesn't matter what position. If he's in, he's in.
Dehls had another good one, too. Derek White, 15th this year in Raptor. 538
White's been balling. Yeah. Derek White, how about that Christian Wood, Derek White debate we had, Rev? Okay. I'm glad we can move past that.
What was the debate?
I don't remember that for the Mavericks, so I don't.
It was just who's a better player.
This is the conversation about contributing to winning.
Yeah,
it's a fact.
I don't have no real love for Dallas, so it doesn't hurt me that I was wrong. So that just kind of.
For Pee Wee, I have the best take of the year.
Oh, I'm finna say it can't be no bad takes. I don't do those.
Hey.
I'm just talking shit.
We got Pee Wee. The other day, you follow Through the Wire clips on YouTube?
Yes, I follow. Yeah. Through the Wire. Yeah. Does Through the Wire clips rock with y'all? He watch y'all?
I'm not even sure.
Through the Wire clips. I follow him. And he put out some shit that was saying like he was supposed to get interviewed or something by our people or whatever. And I'm mad at Through the Wire clips right now because I went and I told the team, I told HOH, man, that shit ain't right. Y'all can't be promising people certain opportunities and shit like that and don't hit them back. They go out their way to make shit right. Something was going on. We've been having like a merger that kind of slows stuff up. It's real confusing. It's like Turner, Warner Media, TNT, it's just crazy. They say, okay, we're going to make it right. He don't reply. They emailing him, setting up meetings. He ain't showing up. TTW clips. What's going on? But that's another story. I just had to say that.
Recently, they've been popping up on my YouTube, and I'm just getting like a bunch of the compilations.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Yeah,
bro, me too.
Yeah, he say shit before I was a professional. I ain't really care. I just want to talk, just being a drama king.
I will say this: I'm not gonna go into depth about it, but that made me understand your admiration for Ben Simmons.
Because I called Ben Simmons MVP. He was gonna win MVP in his second year.
Oh, man.
But our best take, I would say, is James Harden All-NBA. We both were on the podcast last year, and we said, listen, we think James Harden is going to be back to an All-NBA player. And although he might not make the team, I think it's more due to the amount of talent that exists in the NBA currently, and not because he's not deserving, because he is deserving. There's a lot of great players in the NBA right now. So I think that's another really good take.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I don't think he made mine off the top of my head. I don't think. But he definitely played at that level. I hate to see the Achilles stuff too. It's kind of like James Harden is getting a little bit older, which kind of hurts me to see our players getting older and dealing with these small time injuries. So, but yeah, he took it up. Now, the playoffs. They say he don't show up. It's time to show up in the playoffs.
He has to show out. Riv, his best take of the year, man. It's tough.
He's got so many.
I don't know, man. You say so many takes. Sometimes, when it comes to Riv, this thing about Riv, he gives analysis for everything that we do. Every topic, he's given an analysis. But when it comes to projecting a couple months down the line, I don't know how many takes of that magnitude Riv has, but I will name two. One of them is a moment, the Kevin Durant moment. Definitely. The Kevin Durant moment, the debate that me and Riv had, I was very saddened to go back to that video and to see the top comment say that Riv cooked me bad. I saw that comment. I was like, fuck, man. It was really that lopsided. I was like, damn. But that debate came out of nowhere. People don't know about that. We had already finished recording like a 2.5 hour long podcast. It was not about Kevin Durant at all. And something I said triggered Riv into just getting into this KD debate. And then the podcast ended up being 30 minutes longer. And it was just like such a heated atmosphere. And it was definitely felt. And Kevin Durant kind of responded to it, which is pretty cool. So that was a good moment. But I would say the recent debate we also got into with the Grizzlies and the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, that was a good one. You know, it's interesting. I don't make many takes because I really don't like projecting. I'm gonna project this playoffs. I would say the Kings I was really, really wrong about. I did violate for them to be really, really wrong about. Don't sleep, Joel, because Memphis and Minnesota. I told you about Memphis. Slept. I told you. And Dehls, Kawhi's back. I told you. Don't sleep.
Go Clips.
Better than Tatum?
The playoffs about to start, baby.
The way Kawhi's been playing recently, I got nothing to say about that. We'll see how it plays out.
You know, in all honesty, when it comes to the Western Conference playoffs, I'm fine with any team making some run.
Well, you root
outside
for like
of the Lakers
in the West, bro.
If it's not the Lakers, I'm fine.
Half the West is pushing an agenda.
Because Denver, I'm fine with. The Suns, you know, I would like to see KD get a ring. The Grizzlies, although I wouldn't root for it, if it happens, it's whatever. Minnesota, of course. The Clippers, yeah, you know, it's whatever. The only team I'm really actively rooting against is the Lakers. That's the only team that I'm actively rooting against for them to make this deep playoff run.
That's hilarious.
Is that based off their fans?
No.
Don't lie.
Yeah, no, it is.
Because for me, it's the fans.
It's based more so off of Drew.